What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Fight. So let's jump right in, celebrating 8 years of Marvel Future Fight. You got to give it a round of applause to the development team. I mean, especially, and no slam on them, but we literally had a game in Marvel Future Revolution where it was all about the graphics and, you know, there's new stuff and everything, and the game didn't even survive a year. And we have Marvel Future Fight along with Marvel Contest of Champions games that could definitely use some graphical overhauls, but they are still kicking, proving that if you give players what they want and you make it affordable to them, you'll stick around. Stop trying to do these cash snatch and grabs. So let's jump right in. I know there's a lot of things that could be improved about Marvel Future Fight, but let's talk about what they've got coming in the days to come. So first off, everything starts with a download. 5.75 megabytes a download, so that way you can jump right up into the game, and you're basically claiming those pre-registration rewards by getting that download. So simply put, it's amazing that this game is around for 8 seconds. Look at this. So you got like some sparkles and everything like that with some confetti. It's a golden ticket time, chicken dinner, chicken winner deal going on over here for Marvel Future Fight inside there. Pretty cool. So immediately we're gonna go take a look over here at the inbox, and inside your gift section you should have all of the items from the pre-registration. So we've got a tier 2 character selector, we've got a tier 3 character selector inside there. You've got some these crystals are my monthly bonus deal crystals, never mind about that. So those are nice to see. We also get some admin gifts, some multiverse, that's all there, and that's my VIP rewards. And then for checking in day 1, you get the card, the most important thing of all, right? I really wish that card was a premium card, but unfortunately it's not. We're gonna take a look at that card in a minute. Over on the notice page, we get the first year anniversary coupon, so we're gonna open that, and you can see 8 years party. Basically you get some rewards inside the game, so don't forget to put that in. I know a lot of people just go over here to tab and acquire that, and that's it. We also get the claim the 8-year tier 3 selector in the gift tab with 10,000 gold. Nice there. We get the 8-year anniversary token shop is open, and we get these 8-year tokens. We'll go take a look at those in a minute, but you'll be dismayed by that, just so you're aware. And then we get 8-year homecoming. What's happening at the party? 8-year special crystal bonus mission with the 8-year homecoming party event quest part 1 tied in. Basically it's an event. You play the event, you get some you know, letters and things like that, and you basically go craft the events inside here. Alliance story event and double donation event is going to start tomorrow. So like those are good. We also get a relay battle open world inside there. Some Odin's blessings are going to be increased combined chance event and ESO 8 chest distribution. 8-year homecoming special. This is one we're gonna have to pay attention to. So those are all the events. We're gonna go deep dive into some of those in a minute, but we got some finished things over here on our notice tabs. 8-year homecoming sales and hot deals. So we've got 50% off crystals. So right now, if you were planning on purchasing crystals, this is the best time to do it. Best time to do it. Purchase some crystals right now. They're 50% off. We get dimension chests. Those are 40% off. That's custom gear, comic cards, enchanted uru, type enhancement ESOs. All of these are going to come. Basically that event starts tomorrow with a nice 40% coupon off. We get all uniforms 50% off. 50% discount applies to every single uniform in the game except for those special seasonal ones like the Thanos one. You're not going to be able to do those. And then we get a comic card unequipped cost discount of 50% as well. We get all world boss unlock 50% discount, uru unequipped cost 50%, ESO 8 chest set change. If you don't already have characters that are, you know, got ESO 8 specifically rolled onto them, now's the perfect time. Choose the Power of Angry Hulk, Hawkeye, and now I can't remember what the other one is, but overpowered or whatever the hell it's called. Choose those and basically roll your characters so that way you can get them. We get some uru combined gold discount events. Those are good because it ties into the other one for the Odin's blessing, so that's really good. And then I know this is gonna make a lot of people happy. We get 800, yes, 800 with 50 mil. Wait, no, 5 mil, excuse me. I was about to get you guys 205 mil. So we get that tier 2 character selector, 800 crystals and 5 million in gold rewards for pre-registration. That is nice. I think a lot of people are going to be happy with those because those 800 crystals essentially buys you a uniform inside there. So now, bad part about this, we got some character selectors. Let's start off with the 8-year special check-in for the character selectors. There's quite a few here for characters to basically go tier 3. Of the list, I think obviously Sherrog is going to top the bill for a lot of players in the game right now. She is supremely powered, so if you don't have her at tier 3, you're definitely going to want to use this on tier 3. I haven't even looked at all the characters that you could tier 3 inside here, but I can tell you right off the bat that she is definitely the top of the list. Definitely the top of the list. If you don't have her at tier 3 already, get her at tier 3. Other notable characters in that list, Black Bolt, especially if you're going to buy his newest uniform. If you're not going to buy that uniform, then don't bother with it. But Black Bolt tops the list of one of those characters for me over there on the list. Definitely look at that. Thor, still a great all-around PvE player for you to get. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Hulk, especially if you like PvP. I'm not so impressed with Captain America, but those are potential roles, but clearly Sherrog beats out the list on all these characters that you want to choose in order to tier 3. So be wise with your choices there. The tier 2 selector, there's a whole shit ton of characters here. So this is like, I already have pretty much all my character lists at tier 2. Like, you can go all the way down to the end of your roster, see who you don't have tier 2 basically. And this, like, for real, I'm going to be honest with you guys, tier 2 really doesn't matter anymore. So like, just tier 2 whom you like and who you plan on taking to tier 3 and get away with the points there. But realistically, it don't really matter. Like, at this point, tier 2 characters are tier 2 characters. So that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? But be wise about the choices obviously inside there. That's basically what you get. So now let's get into some stuff real quick. So number one, we address the server patch. You need to apply that patch in order to get your rewards. If you were in the game already logged in and you don't see those pre-registration rewards, it's probably because you need to restart the game. So just take care of that. Now, I want to address something really lightly because we are getting a developer live stream. We knew about this, right? But I wanted to pay particular attention to what we're seeing on a live stream. So you see Rocket Raccoon and you see Peter Quill. This is definitely a newer look for Peter Quill, although it looks really weird. And then you get Rocket Raccoon over here, and this looks like a brand new gun. So essentially though, notice that the uniforms inside the game, they also look a little bit different. So I am highly expecting that we're going to get another like team uniform update, whether we're going to get a synergy uniforms tied to that, but we're more than likely getting team uniforms, right? So like, what I mean by that is, like, go up to any of the Guardians of the Galaxy characters inside here, and if you were to look at like Rocket alone, right, so you can see that he previously had like that team suit uniform from Avengers in game. And if you were to go down his laundry list of uniforms, right, you basically go all the way back to the beginning of the character, and you notice that you don't have that Guardians of the Galaxy uniform. That Guardians of the Galaxy uniform that they're currently rocking in that live stream picture is pretty much like a play on Star-Lord's old uniform. If you don't know the character from comic books, go look up his old uniform. It looks like an old, like, kind of World War II kind of uniform. One of my favorite uniforms that he has. So it looks like the team is going to get a whole synergy bonus in there when that movie releases, which is really good, really cool for the characters overall, because it'll bring the Guardians of the Galaxy team to the forefront. It'll probably give a power up to all of those characters in there that particularly need power ups. Let's hope that they do justice to everybody and nobody gets slept on. But that live stream is going to happen this Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. Pacific. All right, so now let's jump into some of the other stuff that we've got going on inside here. So first off, I want to jump into the secret shop, right? Because the secret shop is going to be coming tomorrow, right? So I'm going to pull this up on screen for you guys here, because some of you probably don't know what the secret shop is, but it's the world's worst event to come to any update. So you get the secret shop event inside here, and it's basically, we've had this before for like Christmas specials and things like that. I hate the event overall. It's pretty much for whales. So if you're not a whale, then don't worry about it. But essentially what you get with this is like a bingo board, right? And you play bingo and it unlocks rewards for you. it's not for you, the free-to-play players. Anybody that's watching this video probably isn't joining in on that. We also get this is the secret shop item list that you're basically getting from there, but essentially you're playing bingo with your money, and I'm not a fan of it. So ultimately, you can see what some of the rewards are here from the shop. The 5-line achievement reward. You're basically going to be getting some selectors, CTPs, 5-star artifacts, a mighty CTP selector, a 6-star artifact selector, and then a brilliant CTP selector. So if you've got like the 2,500 crystals worth investing in this thing because you've got money like that, 200 something, 300 something dollars, if not more, by all means, have at it and play the board to get those selector rewards. It ain't for me though. So it's too rich for my blood. Way too rich for my blood, okay? Now, we do have the token shop. I'm going to pull that up for you guys right now so you guys can see it. So we're going to make our way over to the store. I don't know why I just did that, but it is what it is, right? So let's take a look over here inside the store. All right, so we've got 2 event shops, right? So you got the free-to-play event shop, which we see standard with almost every update, and you've got the standard rewards. So they look like the Sharon Rogers, pieces over here, and basically you're looking at either popping a Dimension Chest CTP or a premium comic card. To be honest with you, most people would say go to premium comic card. The Dimension Chest CTP only enables you to basically boost that 1 card, while if you're not fully maxed out on your comic cards and stuff like that and re-roll those things to max them out, you pretty much want to go here. If you already got them maxed out, then you don't need to do this. Go ahead and gamble on CTP, and hopefully you get a CTP that's good from there. Now, you also have an additional event token that's going on inside the shop, and that is one that no player, except for the whales, are going to necessarily engage in. And so you notice is the 8-year anniversary token inside there. You can see like a 6-star artifact. There's basically 500 of these. Essentially, imagine every 100 of these tokens cost $100. So it's a 1-to-1 value inside there. And the best way to look at this is if you were going to spend money because you were free to play well, then you're going to get items basically for free for spending that. But that means for a 6-star artifact, you would essentially have to pay $500 to basically get a 6-star artifact. This seems like a really shit giveaway reward to me. Same thing for a 5-star artifact for $250. Like my friends, I wouldn't invest in these at all. But we do have the mighty CTP over here, and we have the CTP selector at 300. Those seem a little overpriced to me as well. And then over here, I wonder if they still in this day and age don't understand the value of these items. They are not this high. Like a premium comic card is not worth $700. That's just, even if I was spending $700, like $700 should get me way more than this just as a courtesy. Like, it's like going to the casino and they give you the free drinks while you're gambling, right? Well, yeah, I've spent $3,000 over here in the casino and you've given me, 2 Cokes, Jack and Cokes. Like, it just doesn't kind of compute there, right? So it's like weird, the rewards here, they're not incentivized. If you want to, you can come over here and gamble for 15 of the 15 of those 8-year premium chests, and those are going to get you some 6-star and 5-star rewards. And then the rewards just kind of get bad for you in terms of artifacts, because you go down the list and they obviously throw in a slew of things that you don't want. Like, why they put these comic cards in here, I have no clue. I paid $15. The last thing I want is ESO 8 crafting cubes, tier 3 mats. Like, this is the last thing I want. You know what I mean? Like, if they would have took those away, I'm like, maybe, I'll spend $15 and see if I can get these. But that's essentially what you're paying, right? So like, it's like, all right, well, if you could imagine, they're selling for $700, $500, $700 artifacts, 6-star artifact selectors, and 7-star and premium comic cards. So imagine what your chances realistically of getting any of these 6-star artifacts or any of these premium comic cards is, right? Because they're selling them over here or giving them away for $700 tokens. It doesn't make sense in compute, right? So obviously the numbers are just not in your favor to roll these. So if you were already going to be a pay to win player, then this is for you, right? Like, no sweat off your back. That's what you planned on doing. I don't really see the value in it necessarily. So, but that's just me. I'm not about that life. So anyways, so what else do we got coming into the game? So We also have some other events, so let's take a look at them because the list is just lined up over here. You see that, man? Like, so you've got the event shop that's over here that we just talked about, right? So we also have the event mission. So essentially paying this event mission is going to be able to get you some of these. So you see this is 8, right? So like if I was just going here and start the mission off inside there, let's take a look at this. We've done these missions before, so you should pretty much be aware. I think they never, I don't remember ever having the crafting event though tied to this. So that might be the weird part. Like so you can see the items popping up, i.e. IGE is what I've gotten so far, running around. H, I, do I get a T? And I got another E. So basically, as you're popping the boxes and stuff like that, you're basically getting more rewards. There you go, T. So I've got a full 8 now. Full 8 spelling inside there. And then we kill my man Mysterio over here. So you've played this type of event before. I just don't think that it was ever tied to the crafting event that they currently have in the game. I think that's the only difference, right? So you can see I basically got 2 E's, 3 I's, a GH, and a T. So that's cool, right? So basically what I'm able to do with those now, you play through all of the different missions. So you can see it's 1, 2, 3, and you can play each of those missions 2 times a day. So they bumped up the numbers. I like the change on it, and I like the association to the crafting event. So then I can come over here inside the event for crafting, go all the way to the right, and you can see with each of these now, I'm able to do an 8-year event crafting over here. Pulling up the chance, you can see what I'm going to be able to get. I'm basically getting some gold, you know, some... Nothing really... It's crazy because it's like it's nothing really like... Nothing in here is going to be like essentially like, yeah, wow, like... I don't know, like it's weird because it's not like there's anything in here that essentially is making you feel like, you know, you're gonna break the bank on this. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like, you know, like you're still gonna be able to get some items inside here. It's Titan component packs, comet cubes, crystal fragments, tier 2 advancement tickets. You also have some chances of getting some 4-star artifacts and stuff like that, but you can see the odds are really not in your favor. But either way, you're basically able to craft these 40 times over the event period, right? So that means that even though you might feel as if though you're not going to hit 40 because some days you don't get the full gamut of these things to be able to roll like 10 or whatever, don't worry about it. Like this type of event though for the crafting should show you that it's the RNG is not so much RNG because everybody, I guarantee you, is going to probably end up hitting 40 because does it make sense for you to play 6 of those things in a day and somehow not hit 40? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, imagine a player that doesn't hit 40 somehow, like, and then he goes back and play. It doesn't make sense. So, but the crafting event is there, right? So that's essentially giving you free rewards overall inside the game. So you can't complain about it too much, right? You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. It's a craft event. So then we also have the event quest item inside the game. So this one's not so bad. It asks you to do some very simple things. So you can see we got the daily check-in, and this is going to basically get you the you know, the Sharon Rogers tokens. You can see that as once you complete all 40 of the quests, and they've got some really simple things. Dimension clear, 10 stages, you know, power of the cards upgrade 10, dispatch mission 20. We've done this type of event before, right? So like, you know what this is. Just play the missions and you know you're pretty good to go. Like, and the great thing about these type of events is that it usually shows you like exactly what it is that you need to do. And you can see some of these are daily events, so make sure that you're doing those daily events because they're going to contribute to them. If you miss out on those dailies, which usually like they should be broken out, because if you miss out on those dailies, it's going to be hard to complete it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like kind of weird, right? So now there's going to be some rewards that basically come inside here for one-time clear events. So you like this T right here will get you some type of reward, right? And that's clear the world boss one time, right? So clearing the world boss one time will net you a second potential realization ticket for normal 1. Equipping Uru's or Orion's blessings gets you an H. That's going to be like, you know, enchanted Uru 6-star box. All the way down to basically thanks agents is what it spells out, and each letter in this alphabet essentially nets you a reward. So it's really nice. And then completing everything, you get a mega uniform upgrade ticket, which is absolutely amazing, right? I don't know which I don't think there's any characters inside of the Guardians of the Galaxy update that's coming that are that need a mega uniform upgrade ticket. I'm trying to think of which characters we recently had. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Not sure. I can't be sure. But remember that this ties into the store items, so you basically get those, right? So very, very simple quest. Don't forget about the Alliance store event as well. That essentially tomorrow when this starts, basically for logging in over here and going to the Alliance, you're gonna have the double up event rewards over here. That'll be really good for you to go. Never mind my Alliance. We're also gonna have a relay battle world. I've gotten a little tired of the relay battle war system, mostly because like the rewards are just so trash for the amount of time that I'm spending doing this to try to net the rewards that I'm looking to get. First up though, we got Doc Ock and Squirrel Girl, and then we got Captain America and Green Goblin after that. Don't forget about the Odin's Blessing Chance Up event. This is usually a good event. Basically smash up all your 6-star Odin's Blessings, or excuse me, not your artifacts. Go inside here and smash up your 6 stars in order to hopefully unlock some of these Odin's Blessings inside there. Really not a bad event. This is the one time where you should be spending your money, your gold, on smashing up items, so that way you can get to these Odin's Blessings. I love, you know, just saving up for those events, because then I can go in there, do them, and then hopefully net some type of rewards. So those are start to events over there. We then have the yeah. So we did have the I'm sorry guys. So we did have some other events that's basically coming for the 8-year homecoming. Don't forget the 800 crystals, the character selector tier 3, the tokens, like those are events that are good to go. We have the you also, I think there's a crystal event or a bonus mission event. Yeah, so we got the bonus mission event for basically using crystals inside the game, and you basically get a uniform ticket for using 20,000 crystals. So like if you were gonna purchase stuff anyways, now's the perfect time to purchase things. So like that's whether it's, you know, legendary battles, whether it's any of the epic stories, it's any of the uniforms and costumes. Basically treat this time, this 8-year anniversary, the same way you would treat the holiday uniform specials and stuff like that. Now's the time to purchase. Like if you weren't going to, now's the time to purchase if it was available to you. So jump in on that, okay? Like it's really good events. Like I said, you know, uniforms are 50% off. So like those are really good items to basically jump inside here and go to the uniform store and basically look at any of the uniforms that you have. Now, buyer beware, right? Because I think that a lot of times we talk about the best uniforms to purchase, best uniforms not to purchase, and let's be real about something, right? And this is one of the things that I think that Netmarble needs to address, and the players are 100% right about this, is that the only reason for you to go in and purchase old uniforms on older characters is Shadowland, right? Shadowland clears. So like for instance, a character that would normally not get my uniform purchase because they don't have a tier 4, they don't have a tier 3, or maybe they're in like, you know, that tier 2 range or tier 3 range where they're not necessarily good, like War Tiger, stuff like this or whatever, whether you feel good or bad about these uniforms, this is the place where you would be purchasing a uniform in order to help your roster out inside of Shadowland and hit that those mile markers. But sadly right now, like there's no real reason for you to go back and purchase uniforms for characters that you do not use. So it doesn't make a difference which uniforms are best, right? If you don't use the character, then you don't need the uniform. Like that's the truth of the matter. I don't have any way to incentivize me to go and basically purchase Angel's new uniform. If you're not about that life of purchasing the uniforms along the way, I don't have a reason to purchase Angel uniform. I can tell you the number of times I've used Angel since this uniform has come out and I mythicked it. Guess what? Zero, absolutely 0 times outside of Shadowland have I used this character to do anything in my roster, like anything at all, right? Like nada. And I'm not joking about this, like nada, like absolutely 0 amounts. Like ask me the number of times I've used Kamala Khan, right? Like pretty much 0. Her uniform not necessarily great for freaking Alliance battle or anything like that, so 0. Like tell me the number of times I've used Absorbing Man for his uniform. 0. Absolute 0. I haven't used this outside of necessarily Shadowlands, so that's the only place where you really have the reason to purchase those uniforms. So like they need to do something there. Comic card unequips, 50% off starting tomorrow. Like I said, if you go to your cards it's kind of best. Like, we have 2 card options now. You basically got to unlock the second one, but you can see here, like, if you don't have like a max card slot and stuff inside there, and look, this is a bit of a buyer beware kind of situation too. Like, you know, you're going to see a lot of players talk about the best cards in the games to have and stuff like that. At most, you're trying to max out certain stats, and as long as you're able to max out those stats with your characters, then you're pretty much good to go. It doesn't make a difference whether you overage or underage. You know, you're pretty much good to go on steerage there. You know, like, I don't have a full maxed out HP like some of the top end players have in terms of that, like, you know, over 30% working it. But like, for instance, if you were to look at my deck and you were to look at the majority of my team, right, I'm able to go inside of a character, for instance, like, let's take a look at Hulk, and I can go to his details, and you can see that with my cards, with his uniform and stuff like that, I'm well over maxed out on most of my stats. The stats where I usually fall off on are crit rates and dodge, and to be honest with you, I don't really fall out on dodge most of the time. But work those for your cards until your cards are there, and then you're pretty much good to go. We also have World Boss unlocks. Let me be honest with you with the way I feel about World Boss unlocks. I don't believe that this is a good thing for you to do. This is an acceleration thing, but what are you accelerating to is the point, right? So like, unlocking, so if I was to go in here, for instance, and I say, hey, I want to unlock, I don't even have her at a certain level, but I was to go inside here and I was to unlock a boss level to get there, right? Like, or to unlock a boss to get to him. If I have to unlock it instead of just playing the material that needs to get to it, should I really be unlock it? More than likely, I don't have the character roster to unlock those, because if I have the character roster, there's no point for me purchasing boss unlocks. So just, you know, take that to consideration. Like, it is what it is, but like, you know, it's one of those things that always pings me, right? So it's like weird. But so those are most of the events that's going on inside the game. Now, I want to point out the last and absolutely amazing event that we do have in the game, and that is the 8-week check-in event, anniversary celebration. We've got the 8-week check-in event, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this should be the standard 8-week rotational check-in event. Like, I think players would be really happy with this 8-week check-in event. So it starts on Sunday, goes all the way till July 31st, and you basically see what your rewards are you getting here. So the first week, in the first 7 days, you're gonna get a 6-star mega rank up ticket. Might not help out a whole lot of players with character introductions and stuff like that, especially veterans, but it's still a really nice reward for new players joining in the game. That's why I said that I think this should be like your standard 8-week rotational check-in. It's almost like if you go to a martial arts school and they all have these 8-week, you know, intro classes and stuff like that, right? And they give you a pair of gloves, they give you a pair of, you know, like, you know, the uniform for the school or whatever, and it's kind of nice. You know, you get some freebie stuff, and you join the class and you pay your money. So like, 6-star mega rank up ticket, we get a hero chest 6-star. This is really nice. Notice inside here you get 300 crystals, the 5 hidden tickets, and the essence of dimension inside here. All nice rewards. So like, those are really good rewards within the second week. Third week, we get 6-star character selector. Really nice. That's the big shining moment there for that. We then end up with another hero chest, another 5 tickets, Titan component packs, and another 300 crystals. So you're basically at 600 crystals within the first month, right? Like, that's really good. A lot of players would like that. That's basically 3/4 of the way to basically purchasing a uniform. This is really nice, right? Then we get a 6-star selector inside here. Nothing else to write home about. Another hero's chest. You can see more essence dimensions, more crystals. So yeah, 900 crystals, right? And then we basically roll into another 6-star collector, some uniform XP chips inside of here, a comic card 6-star. These are not really necessarily good, right? And then the last 8 week, we get another 300 crystals, 5-star Titan component packs, and then we also get a tier 2 advancement ticket. So this is really good, because if you look at the crystals, basically over the course of 2 months, you're basically getting 1,200 crystals, right? So the reason why I like this is because essentially a player is able to stay within the game, and they're able within an every 2-month period in order to purchase at least one uniform. And the rate at which we release uniforms for this game, that's not so bad, because that's basically a player basically being able to purchase one uniform every 2 months. So they get incentivized to basically purchase other uniforms because they're like, well, cool, I'm getting something for free, right? I like this. If you had something like this in the game as well, you pretty much justify the cost of a uniform costing $12.75 or something like that on a monthly basis. You're like, I gave you enough crystals for you to just hoard and hold on to, so that way you can get these freaking uniforms. And if you chose not to get uniforms in 2 months, well, you still have 1,200 crystals to purchase other items in the shop, which is really good. So you've got the 8-year anniversary celebration 8-week check-in. I think is really nice. Like I said, this should probably become the standard for the 8-week check-in. It's a really nice check-in event. I think it's really, really cool. So not a whole lot rest stuff to go inside the game. Notice that when you get those 8-year bonus anniversary tickets, I'm going to do a different video about things that maybe you should and you shouldn't purchase in the shop. To be honest with you, if you're a free-to-play player, mostly none of this is worth your time. That's me being 100% honest with you. Like, most of this stuff is pretty much not worth your time, not worth your money. It's like, it's an investor that just, I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, it really, really doesn't. But I'll do another video, additional video, to take a look at these, so that way you guys know what you might want to purchase and why you might want to purchase those, depending on if you're, somewhat of a pay to play like I am, or you're a pay to win, you're just gonna purchase anything, or you're free to play and you've got a little bit of extra quant sitting in your pocket and you want to purchase some things. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Looking forward to this 8 years and hopefully to another year of Marvel Future Fight. I think we at least got that underneath our belt, but we never know. So stick around for the game, keep investing as much as you can, and I hope you enjoy every bit of content that they come. Looking forward to the live stream on Thursday. Until next time, peace.